That was before we reach our 93 win streak. So the number was still at 71. And it was right before Halloween. I like this decoration very much since I'm a lalo player. And what about the event troop? Haven't I played? Haven't I spent any time playing event troop? No, just a little bit because it was overpowered. Not much fun. Now I shouldn't sharing this video because I was taking out trash. Just a regular overkill. But you gotta contribute to your clan. Now, moving on. We're looking at a rushed Town Hall 15. I'm gonna do a skellydonut lalo with my Town Hall 13 account. I'm taking out 3 of these objects in the middle. That includes 2 multi-inferno plus 1 CC, and I will aiming the flame flinger at the town hall and lalo from 6 o'clock ending on 9 o'clock. And to bridge the gap between flame flinger and lalo group will be my sui. And the wall structure is a bit weird, makes a barrier prevent. So here's the trouble I ran into. So either position, either direction my hero could be ending up. I was hoping them to go south, but the wall draws them back into the poison, which came from the town hall blast. Obviously they couldn't go out from the gap which they breached, going all the way around to the south. That's just simply impossible. So in this 9 o'clock area, instead of having both of my sui sending in to the section because of its lack of value, I should have sent one of them and not both of them in.
你说干了。
以后要先暖身的。这场 Well, that was poorly executed. Now, moving on to this Town Hall 14 attack. So, in order to break the chain of circle, first I find out the weakest link. Like the previous episode that I mentioned how to deal with box base. So, the crossbow was the weak link out of all the defense chain. I was supposed to break the chain and steer the pack going anti-clockwise, but with all these well thoughted planning, my queen still wanders off. Now, the weakness of this base is it has 2 single inferno, so my lalos definitely go and sweep through this bottom area in the back of the air sweeper, and my Sui group will going through the eagle artillery section. This time I'm using drill machine, so my queen is serving flame flinger's duty, clearing out the top side, generates a funnel, make a clear direction. With the skellydonut taking out clan castle along with a multi-infernal, my Sui will push all the way through. The 9 o'clock crossbow ended up probably around enemy queen position. Now, to having my queen successfully enters the top section, I'm about to set up a funnel at 2 o'clock cannon and 9 o'clock dark elixir collector, and king will pinch from 10 o'clock towards the top side and do a simultaneous charge with drill machine in center, having it set between king and queen. After the queen's taken out the top section, breaking out the chain weakest link, the drill machine will naturally falling to the left. Suppose the queen will join the whole Sui party, but unfortunately she went off to the right and getting squashed by the single inferno. 自己取舍，我的药水。Fortunately, she's able to take out the last scatter shot before she goes down. That's pretty lucky of me. Then here comes the royal champion, join alongside with drill machine to take out this bulk area, which selected in the yellow triangle area. So this is where it comes a little tricky, because king successfully pushed through the crossbow and die while killing the enemy queen. Then comes from the flank, then comes the royal champion. What the royal champion and the drill machine did was to make sure the lalo didn't spread out to the left and weakening the push towards the town hall. in order to have this pulled off successfully, only when the royal champion and the drill machine take out this yellow section, Lalo's been able to deploy. So here's the replay. 到的，我就开始。Even the yak and the drill machine still intact. Great success. So why didn't I salvage my hero under single infernal tower? So because I'm wagering who will do the actual attack. So Queen did her job, which is breaking the link. After that, she just cleaning up. She can't even reach the single inferno. She would not live no matter how much investment. And during the final push, the only force which is gonna push through the rest of the base will be the smaller unit. They are the one who will survive through the single inferno and doing the actual work. So I'll having my resource to safely protect the smaller unit and not the larger unit such as heroes. Moving on to another Town Hall 14 attack against a rushed Town Hall 15. Not gonna lie, this is a great layout, but after what I saw, the possible value which could generate by bomb.Donut, it's beyond your wildest imagination. It's the wet dream of skellydonut. That's how much I can say. That's how much I can tell you. So if you're doing a zap quake, you can only take out a portion of this heavy core of defense. You can either take out 3 of those major defense, 3 crossbow, monolith, rage tower, but you cannot take out both of the crossbow at the same time. And that's the whole point. If you're not taking out 2 of the major single targeted 3 of these major single targeted defense, and basically you gotta do it all over again. You still gotta walk through and dig deep, but not .Donut. Before that, let's talk about the weakness of the space and the strong point of the space. So the right side, the whole section from the right portion of the base is restricted. You cannot using any air troop. You have to go with Sui or ground troop. But the wall structure is so good, with high chances having your ground troop, ground army going separated, either going up or downwards, and not going deep into the core of the base. The base designer knew that you have to send your hero from 3 o'clock. So he specially prepared this monolith ground expo with a rage tower specially targeted your hero. It makes it so hard. And you can either funnel from the flank to make a major push with log launcher, but not gonna lie, that's sketchy as hell. Never push through the center. Nothing goes well. And I'm not gonna use Root Rider because I got balls, and throughout the 10 years I respect the walls in this game and not treating it like trash. And the major mistake was having 2 of these Inferno selected single mode. If I'm doing lalo through the Town Hall section, which left me Town Hall and 2 of these trash air defense, which were the only threat basically towards my lalo. Things that I have to worry is what's gonna come out from the CC. If it's dragon or titan, I definitely have to send my own RC to bodyguard my lalo. The type of siege machine I'll be use were Stone Slammer to trim out the edges at 9 o'clock to make the path tighter for my lalo push, to concentrate the firepower on top of the Town Hall. Even better if the Stone Slammer gets a few lucky shots on Town Hall. If not, still makes a good work on reconstruct the landscape. Lalo coming in left and right, going through tight in the center. I'll be sending my Sui to kill enemy hero, and I'll simply send 1 Ice Golem for the aid of Sui push, because the job is easy compared to the lalo group. These type of layout like flower petals is ideal for skellydonut, and no one knows how to skellydonut. No, it counters Zapquake, but it has nothing to do with skellydonut. This is why I insist on taking on this base. Let's count the tile. So 1.75 tile away from monolith. That's almost 3 tile from the crossbow, and it's symmetric, so that goes to both of the crossbow. What's even better is we managed to even taken out this multi. How about some more? Let's see how far we can go. Okay, over 3 tiles, so we barely clip. We can barely take down this 2 of these scatter shots.
Yeah, she went to shot. Oh, DD. Oh, what it is? Oh.
Speechless with this perfect position. Now I can have 6 bat spell, but in order to have a little support for the lalo push, I can only have 5 bat spell. Then there is 2 of the builder huts, so now I can only have 4 bat spell with 1 earthquake. But don't be intimidated. 4 bat spell can do wonders. Unlike skeleton spell, bats gets a really good maneuver and coordinate, since they don't get strict down by the wall structure. What's left in the core, which were not taken out by the bat spell, will be cleaned up by my royal champion. And in order to have her linked up with my lalo at the bottom and not at the top, and having the CC pulled and killed outside the town hall blast zone, because if it's an ice golem, it'll freeze up the balloon which we're supposed doing the siege, and that could lead to a dangerous disaster. And how do I do that and not having my royal champion going to the top? Instead, having the royal champion going under and follow through at the bottom is to have the bottom scatter shot alongside with the multi-inferno taken care by my royal champion. What these 3 does is they do too much damage to royal champion, so I'll be sure to take them out with bat spell, and that left us with 2, either the top scatter shot with the flame inferno left standing, which leads my royal champion going to the top if she steps in from the 3 o'clock, or having the bottom scatter shot left standing. And in that case, the royal champion have higher possibility to go into the bottom. Unfortunately, there's Tesla in the middle of all the bunch of defense, and eventually having my royal champion going elsewhere, but that's not big of a deal. With that being said, let's check out the replay. got the last bat spell, but you see what I mean? The power of bat spell. Even with 3 bat spells, still able to take out 4 major defense. Skeleton spell has nowhere near the power of bat spell. With the last invis going out of function, the remaining bats uses using split second to take out a whole crossbow. I'm very pleased. What I'm afraid of is the air sweeper might knock back my bat. Then why do I even risk it? Because skeleton will never match the power. Could never do this type of miracle. Even without the wall, the structure of wall, they still lack of power. So here's the funny thing. With this giant tanking mortar shell, and mortar shell is not a problem, but tanking scatter shot, that is golden. Eventually my royal champion having slightly towards the wanders up to the top, but everything beats having taken care of the ice golem under the range of town hall. Better having them dealt under somewhere safe. And about the stone slammer, I could do better to having it aiming for the town hall, but there's the archer tower, which having the stone slammer got drawn away, but nothing much of a problem. But I really want to have my stone slammer gets a shot off the town hall. Maybe next time.